Your favorite restaurant just folded. Hey everybody, Scott Walters. Buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So I'm sorry, don't shoot the messenger. Your favorite restaurant may have just closed. Listen, friends. I mean, the restaurant industry used to be part of the backbone, the fabric of our communities, right? We love the mom and pops, the greasy spoons, whatever. But now it's all corporate America, chain-driven, mass-produced, preservative-infused food and beverage and hospitality industry. Everything now has, in fact, changed. Courtesy of what? You guessed it. The crisis. If it's not for the crisis, we're not talking about it. The crisis walloped that industry big time. And these people all took the bait, took this PPP money and got fat and sassy. And now they can't get the business to come back and perform where they need to perform to keep their doors open. It's ugly out there, friends. Commercial real estate really is the elephant in the room for this potential downturn that's knocking at the door. And it's tied to the banks, so the banking industry. And we see the mom and pop banks now gone. It's all institutional there as well. Government bailouts are common. They're common. I mean, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I'm just going to bet a government intervention will clearly be needed. Now, I know our new president, who I'm a fan of, is going to come in and juice this thing the best of his ability and at least make his term perform. Whoever gets it next might have to, deal with the blowback of that. Let's hope not. But the reality is this, when wages can't keep up with inflation and when you had everything double, I mean, houses doubled, a candy bar doubled, but your wages came, there, what, 4%? 4% is what your wages went up and everything else doubled. I'm not a mathematician or a rocket scientist, but I'm pretty sure the math doesn't pencil out. Restaurants, welcome to this. I mean, this is really the tail in the tape. I mean, this is a warning sign. When we talk about reading between the lines and looking between the economic cracks, keeping our thumb on the pulse of the health and the fitness of the U.S. economy, because in fact, we're the biggest economy in the world and the U.S. housing market is the backbone of it. And we lose it, we lose everything. We're thrusted into not a correction, not a recession, a potential deep cycle recession, Cat 5 depression. That's the realities. And we're in the 100-year depression cycle mathematically. Oh, for all our data. Show me the data, Scott. Well, the data shows that every 100 years, 80 to 100 years, depressionary levels of downturns have cycled throughout recorded history. And guess where we're at? We're in that cycle again, friends, and it's knocking at the door. And it's taking the restaurant industry as one of the first dominoes to fall. Here where I live, it's sad because, this is a coastal community full of rich and famous and fine dining, right? It's the Rodeo Drive of the area. And even Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills, is they're having the same issue. People are not spending. And we've talked about this. It comes down to the psychology of sales, the psychology of people. What do people do even if they're financially fit and they hear whispers of recession? What do? Herd mentality. They recess too. And quite the opposite. The housing market's really to blame for the inflationary war that we're in because we left our interest rates artificially low. We could have overheated a lot of the markets, but you can't do it to the U.S. housing market. We doubled prices there. That's unorganic growth. And while you might felt good on paper, you're now seeing equity. And that's why you're negative equity. And that's why now, are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? I am. I'm a real estate agent. And I don't even have to be a real estate agent to see it. Inventory of flooding. And I saw Barbara Cochran give a rainbows and sunshine report recently. And, sales are up 3% and blah, blah, blah. Of course their sales are up. You want to know why? Barbara, listen up, Shark Tank lady. Listen up. You want to know why sales are up 3%, which is nothing to get excited about. As we're teetering on the razor's edge. We're flatlining at best. Going up a tick or two and you're celebrating that? Why is sales numbers up at all? Well, I'll tell you why. Because inventory is skyrocketing. We have so many open houses now every weekend now, open house sign. Before, in the buying euphoria, I didn't even have to put a yard sign in your front yard. I had you offers day one over asking. Those times are gone. Now yard signs are plopping up everywhere. And open house signs the inventory is piling in. So Barbara, listen, it doesn't take a genius to work this one out. we've got a lot of choices. And I think you even alluded to that. We have choices now. Our buyers have choices. Yeah, you can buy at the top of the biggest bubble ever recorded in human history and have choices if that's what you choose to do. Or you can get with Scott Walters. We can kick the tires, shake the trees, and throw offensive offers out there and make sure your property pencils out. Otherwise, we're going to move on to the next house. Why? Because we have choices. Choices, that's what we have. But the reality is this, back to the restaurants. Restaurants are really the tail on the tape. It's people are starting to recess. And I mean, we're talking big TGIF, Fridays, Hooters. They're all filing for bankruptcy. Arby's, they're all going to skeleton crews, shutting down stores. Have you been to your local mall lately? Now, hopefully, wait till what happens. Christmas time, usually, of course, people are going to shop, but most of people are doing it online. So impersonal these days. I had a dentist yesterday. I was talking to one of the, I've been going to the same dentist for 20 years. And once I went to the wrong dentist, man. I just had a friend go to Mexico for his dental. Roll the dice there. But, we were saying how it's all so impersonal now. I just buy it online. There's no going out. Like back in the day, you go to the mall. It was special. I want to present this present. I went and traveled and searched high and low, and I didn't browse the internet and have it shipped to my front door and rewrap it, throw it on. No, that's what we're getting. So, we're going to see some potential sales numbers have increased, but it's still going to be on borrowed time, and here's why. Restaurants are closing. People can no longer afford. I took my kids out to lunch on Sunday. New place, trendy. Quinley's Burger kind of bar, open air televisions. I had the football games on. Let's go try this place out. $50 for three of us to eat. It was one little tray of food. The tray came. I was like, are you kidding me? This is all three of our meals on one tray. A little teeny thing of chicken strips, a kid's hamburger with fries, and I had like an egg sandwich. $50. I'll never go back. I will never go. People are cooking at home now. This is horrible. So even the mom and pop shops are dropping like flies, but it's now we saw that. I saw that's been happening all this year. After 50 years of business, this restaurant's closing. I'm also seeing now that even the big institutional restaurant chains cannot stay afloat. So restaurants are on life support. Commercial real estate is what they're tied to. E-commerce, online shopping is what's in fact taking these commercial properties. There's no brick and mortar need anymore. And in order to get them reassigned to residential, because we have this quote unquote housing shortage, which we don't. We have an affordability crisis, not a housing shortage. We have plenty of homes. Other than we just let a lot of people into the country that now need a home. That's probably, if there was any shortage, it was due to that. But that is it. We've got so much swirling around. And it was so unfortunate because it all comes back to the stimulus package. Stimulus money, stimulus programs, and stimulus measures. That's it. Whether it was PPP or stimulus checks or making real estate agents essential and dropping interest rates, it all overheated and it got the can kicked down the road way too much, and we warned about this early on, but people didn't listen, and now it's cleanup on aisle 3. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy that wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life, understand the waters you're swimming in now. They're shark-infested. Restaurants, welcome to the swimming pool. This is no fun to report on. I'm not enjoying this at any level, but my job is to protect people, to open their eyes, to understand the waters that we're swimming in, to expect the unexpected. It's better to be prepared for something and have it not happen than have something happen and not be prepared. I would never suggest anybody do anything that I'm not doing or willing to do myself. Insulate yourself right now. Save your money for a rainy day. If you do any buying, do it strategically and make sure you're well coached. And that's why I'll be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, biggest network, top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, you're gonna love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.